Humanities is for those who cannot do science. I think almost every Indian student has heard this phrase at least for once. And honestly, this is one of the biggest misconceptions that we have accepted without even questioning it. When we think about humanities, a lot of assumptions come to our mind. Many people think that humanities is easy, some think that humanities has less scope, and some others think that humanities is chosen by people because they are not good at science or maths. But in this video, I want to share something very simple. I want to raise the fact that humanities is not chosen by students because they are bad at some other subjects, but they choose humanities because humanities has its own importance and values. And I want to remind you all that I am not here to say that humanities is better than some other stream. But I want to raise the fact that humanities is often misunderstood and undervalued. And this is what needs to be changed. Let us take political science for example. This subject is not about memorizing chapters. It teaches us how the country functions, how the government runs, and how power is used and sometimes misused. This subject also teaches us about the various laws and various systems that directly affect our life. This knowledge is not only helpful for individuals but also contributes to the society. Because a society is not only dependent on professionals like doctors and engineers, it is also dependent on aware citizens. And this is exactly what this subject does. It helps create aware citizens who knows their rights and duties very well and who can take care of the country very well. And that is why, my friends, this subject matters. Let us take another example, say sociology. In this subject, at first when people see, they say that it has nothing to do with in-depth studies and it just studies society. But if we go deeper, we find that it teaches us how the societal system functions. It teaches us why inequality exists. It also teaches us why certain group of people have more power than some other group of people. Even the ideas of thinkers like Karl Marx that were developed long back still influence people how they see class, labor, and inequality. Thus, humanities subjects, though theoretical, have a long-lasting impact in the world. Now the question is, why is humanities still seen as less important? Well, one of the biggest reasons for this is of course stereotypes. Because many people still see humanities as something very easy or something that does not have much scope in the future. Of course, this is not true. And to be clear that it's not about disrespecting any other stream, but humanities do deserve equal respect and treatment because, humanities' role in the society is as important as that of others. Another big misconception that people have regarding humanities is that its career options are limited. Many people also think that humanities is just limited to UPSC. I mean, there are other opportunities like media, journalism, public policies, international relations, content creations, and many more. And if you guys want, I can make a separate video on that explaining all the career opportunities that are related to the field of humanities. Do let me know in the comment section. Something very important in today's time is that with the increase in the role of AI and technology, the role of humanities is actually increasing. This is because while AI can automate tasks, it still cannot fully understand human emotions, cultures, ethics, and social behavior. And this is where humanities plays a role. In fields like content creation, media, journalism, communication, etc., the role of humanities is required. Thus, we can say that humanities' role is actually increasing rather than decreasing. And thus, this is a plus point for us. Now, let us talk about something very real. In many fields like medical or engineering, the path is very clear. They prepare for an entrance exam, get into a college, get a degree, and then they follow a defined path. But in case of humanities, the path is not always fixed. And yes, this can be very confusing, but at the same time, this is also where lies its biggest strength. This is because humanities is very flexible. One gets the opportunity to grow, improve, and also change the direction if needed. In humanities, one can combine different interests together and create their own path, whether it is media, content creation, or something completely new. Humanities gives multiple way to grow, and thus we can say that humanities is not about having no paths, but it's about having multiple paths. Another plus point, right? So, this video was not about proving that humanities is better than any other stream, but to prove that humanities is not less than any other stream. Every society needs people that can build things, but every society also needs people that can understand people and that can question and understand the society. And this is exactly what humanities does. So, my friends, if you are choosing humanities, choose it because you see its value, not because you cannot do something else. And if you are someone who see humanities as less important, then maybe it's time to look at it differently because humanities was never less, it was just misunderstood. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.